Ladies, calm down. Please calm down. Calm down. I'm here all night. Welcome to Shonen This Week. I'm very excited. We got a lot of good chapters to look at. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I think we are going to start from the left today. It's going to be Sakamoto Days. And of course, if you enjoy, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I know you are going to enjoy. So you might as well just hit it already as a sort of future prediction. This was a really good Sakamoto Days chapter. That being said, A tier. The reason I'm going to put in A tier, there's a lot of factors. I think I kind of explained some of them last week. I feel like the ending is going to be extremely underwhelming at this point, and also I feel like the villain has lost basically all of his aura at this stage. There is literally nothing left, and this is a villain who kind of thrives on aura, so if he has none of it, what does he have? That is the question. The answer is nothing. Seems like the Takamura personality has been killed as well, so that's done. What do we do from here? He's going to have a conversation with Uzuki. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but there was some classic Sakamoto Days action in this chapter. I'm going to show you. No, the panel would be this way, right? You know, stuff like these people having a casual conversation as the fight's in the background. They go into the House of Mirrors. Just lots of cool stuff. So that's what makes it A tier to me. Like I said, I think it's going to be pretty underwhelming. This chapter, Ichi the Witch, once again, not that great. I feel like we're back to being mid. We got kind of a new villain. The little guy explodes and becomes a big guy. Once again, I'm going to show you that right here. And the pregnant woman has been stabbed. Now, we all know they're not going to kill a pregnant woman in the shonen manga, okay? This isn't Chainsaw Man. This isn't Centuria. So the question is, what happens from here? Well, I'm full in on the stocks of Chrono dying personally. So I think he's probably going to sacrifice himself, rewind time, bring her back to life. The child's going to be born. That's my prediction. Kind of boring chapter. I feel like it's just getting kind of tropey and predictable. Now, speaking of predictable, this is an S tier Kagurabachi chapter. It's finally happening. Samura fans, your time has come. First of all, we get more of Shiba being a fraud this chapter. Literally being like, I can't go fight him because reasons, because the plot won't let me. I don't know. But he does save basically everyone. His goal is, he's like, listen, if I go fight this guy, bad shit's gonna happen, okay? So I might as well just get all of our good fighters out of HQ, which on the bright side, that means that all of your favorite characters are surviving this. Now, Sword Saint, he's in the HQ now. He cuts that one dude's arms off. Everybody else escapes. Chihiro got stabbed through the heart. Samura, the time is now. The time is now, okay? It's happening. It's finally happening. I'm gonna go grab some water once. Okay, water required. Shout out to Costco. So, Samura, he starts literally burning his own life force and creates these black flames. He's about to go 1v1 against the Sword Saint. He's about to get packed. But on the bright side, he's brought Chihiro back to life, and it seems like he's rebuilt the N10. We don't know to what extent. It might be fully, it might be partially. We will see. Either way, this is definitely an S tier Kagurabachi chapter. There's no question about that. It doesn't get better than this. Now, Chainsaw Man's actually going in D tier this week. I was having a long conversation with my friend about just kind of a lot of the pitfalls of Chainsaw Man. I think I was talking about this last week with you guys, how Chainsaw Man chapters have started to just feel random. I don't know what Fujimoto's writing. I don't even know if Fujimoto knows what he's writing. And now I don't know if he knows what he's drawing either. Like, some of the action scenes, you could just genuinely, you can't even tell what's going on anymore. I mean, look at this, right? Look at this. What the hell is going on in these pictures? Can you tell me? I would really like to know. And it's kind of unclear who he's even fighting here. Like, I don't know if I missed a line of dialogue or something, but this random devil just starts showing up and like, okay, I guess we're fighting now. You know, I thought we were fighting the War Devil, but we just keep going on like random side quests during this fight. and I'm just completely taken out of it. Like, I'm not enjoying this anymore. It's hard for me to believe that this is the same Fujimoto that wrote Chainsaw Man Part 1. I genuinely cannot believe it. The writing quality is in the shitter. The drawing quality is in the shitter. Literally everything's in the shitter. I have no fucking idea what's happening. And D tier Chainsaw Man chapter. There's room for recovery, but I think this is basically as bad as it has gotten. We're in this infinite, like, bullshit cliffhanger loop, and I'm just not for it anymore. This Centuria chapter, I'm going to have to take this down to B tier, but I think this could be ranked higher in the future. The only reason I say it's B tier is because it's a backstory for a character that I just don't think is, like, really, like, relevant. You know what I mean? I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if this is important to the overall story. Like, why are we getting the backstory for some, like, maid that has, like, hardly even appeared? Like, we know she was close with Arcos, but I don't know. I just don't really see the point in this little aside, but maybe if she becomes important later, then this chapter will be important. Who am I to speak, right? But for now, I just don't really care to be reading this personally. I'm like, who are you? You know, why do I care about your backstory? Anyhow, so that's why it's B. And we're going to move on to Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo, which it's pretty consistent which manga I'm rating in S tier, because I'm pretty sure I've given Kagurabachi and Modulo S tier literally every single week since we've started this series. Those of you who have read this Modulo chapter know exactly why I'm giving it S tier. I want to start with the first half, though, because the first half of this is also really good. First of all, Dabura is still a bum. My prediction was that he was going to end up eviscerating Maharaga. That is not what happens. In fact, Big Raga putting up a good fight, and they've basically come to a stalemate. It seems like Maharaga has just adapted to everything that he has. Dabura literally gets his leg, like, charred, and he's like, you know, I heard that those humans have a curse, or, like, reverse curse technique or healing. I wonder how they did that. He figures that shit out on the fly. This guy's genius cannot be understated. You know, if this was the original Jujutsu Kaisen, they'd probably be saying some shit like, he has potential on par with Satoru Gojo, you know? But, Dabura, you know, he's got the stuff. He definitely is goated. Speaking of goats, Yuji's back. He just kills a bunch of fodder, though. Like, it's not really, like, particularly impressive. But he uses piercing blood, and that shit, like, tracks them and just obliterates everybody. And he's like, oh, did I overdo it? Yeah, probably, dude. But he's killing humans and he's killing Samurians, which is interesting. And we haven't been shown his eyes yet, which there's been a lot of interesting theories about this, some of which are admittedly really stupid. People are saying that he's gonna have, like, the Kenjaku thing, which I kind of want it to happen just because of how funny that would be. I think it's more likely that he's got Sukuna's eyes. That's personally what I would bet on. If there is something up with him, that is, assuming they're not just obscuring his eyes for the aura, you know, like it's Gege, he's the aura man. I don't really know. I feel like if Yuji decides to get involved, I don't really see where the story goes from here. Like, realistically, Yuji is the most powerful dude in the entire story. What even happens, right? Is he going to get written out somehow? It just doesn't really make much sense, because if Yuji intervenes in this scenario, basically the whole plot ends from what I can tell. So I really hope they handle this writing good, because it could get dicey from here. And I just hope it's written well. That's my only hope, and I hope Yuji doesn't get murked like a certain strongest character did. And that is about my thoughts for this week. I'm almost done Dressrosa, so I'm going to be on chapter 800. Only 300 more to go, and I'll be covering One Piece on this. Then I'm going to get caught up on basically all the other manga and Jump. So this series is going to continue to grow. If you enjoy, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down below, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.